to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Cornhuskers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So Penn State's offense comes onto the field first today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Takes the handoff. It's Martin. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's still early in this football game, but I tell you what, that's a good sign for this offense. Can they physically meet the challenge of these short yard situations? Third down, and I know you're running, you know I'm running. Who can win? And the offense able to physically put it on the ground, lean forward, and barely get the first down.
Fires downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Trying play action. He'll pull it down and run. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts was.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Huskers want to move quickly.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Rushes on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
The play action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man, it's Mills. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Huskers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Holly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. He'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Here's the handoff. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wilson to pass. He's got him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Takes it from the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Nelson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Wilson will throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And
Got him.
get him down for the sack.
Got him.
They'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Man, fuck
It's a
that.
game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Walters. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quarterback making adjustments. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He's past the 30. At the 45 on his way. Into the secondary on the right. The 10. Touchdown, Penn State. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wilson to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they turn it into a defensive score. enough to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put...
Oh, he's got some space.
That's a really nice play on second down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah.
Looks as if we have an
He's
injury
broke.
on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers will punt it away on fourth down.
That nigga ain't the same no more. Get a new quarterback.
Before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They'll move the tight end. On the ground, it's Martin. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. The give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
They'll run it from the gun. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
You're going to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Damn.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Fires to the middle, and the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted.
Shit.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Except for that.
That quarterback, and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll. You roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Complete to the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters in the
Gotta
stands.
get you something to drink.
That up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wilson will throw. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright, because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Off play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Wilson to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Might as well stick with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh, shit!
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires left. He's got it and more than enough for first down. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is his business. The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wilson will throw. Fears the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fit it in the window for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they can't make the play on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. There is no doubt, at this point of the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Penn State.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wilson to pass. He wants a big play here late. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and